Let's talk about it. The big one, AI and creativity. Is this the moment we should all be panicking? Or is this our big chance to seriously level up? That's what we're going to dig into today.
So, let's just get right to it, right? The question that's probably been nagging you, maybe keeping up at night, is AI coming for my job? Look, if you felt that little pit in your stomach thinking about it, you are so not alone.
But here's the twist, and this is the central idea we're unpacking. The real threat might not be that AI is here to kill jobs. It's that AI is here to expose weak skills. And you know what? That can be a much scarier thought. So what on earth does that actually mean for you and me?
First off, let's just acknowledge the elephant in the room. The fear is real. There's this genuine anxiety sweeping through the entire creative world, and it's completely understandable, especially when it feels like every single day there's some new, mind-blowing AI breakthrough.
I mean, we see headlines like these constantly, don't we? They're all designed to hit that one nerve, to fuel that one specific fear, that human creativity, the very thing we value, is about to be automated into oblivion. It's no wonder people are freaking out. But here's where it gets really interesting. This feeling, this massive wave of panic, it's not new, not even close. If you take a step back, you realize we've seen this movie before, many, many times.
Just think about it. In the 90s, when Photoshop arrived, the cry was, "Real designers are finished." Then, in the 2000s, as the web took over from print, it was an extinction-level event. And just a decade ago, drag-and-drop tools were supposedly the final nail in the coffin for creativity. Every single time, the panic was real, but the doomsday prediction was wrong.
And here's the key lesson history keeps teaching us. New tech doesn't get rid of skilled, thinking professionals. It gets rid of slow, clunky, inefficient processes. The people who only knew the tool struggled, sure, but the ones who understood why they were creating something, they thrived. AI is just the next chapter in that same book.
So let's get down to it and really deconstruct this so-called threat. What is AI actually good at? And, more importantly, where does it completely fall on its face?
When you lay it out like this, the separation is it's crystal clear. AI is an absolute beast at speed, repetition, and mimicking styles it's already seen. But it's terrible, truly awful, at the things that actually matter. Understanding human context, having taste and judgment, or thinking with strategy and intention. It can copy the how all day long, but it has zero understanding of the why.
And this leads us to a pretty tough but really essential truth. If an AI tool can replicate what you do with a simple prompt, it might be a sign that your work was already kind of like a template to begin with.
Now hold on, it's not an insult. It's really not. It's a wake-up call. It's a huge opportunity to take a hard look and ask ourselves where our true value is, and then move beyond the stuff that's just repeatable.
This brings us to the really good part, the core of it all, the irreplaceable human skills that are becoming more valuable than ever because of AI.
But first, we got to understand why this whole transition feels so personal, why it hurts. For years, so much of our professional identity, our pride, was tied up in mastering specific tools, memorizing a million shortcuts, and the sheer manual labor of production.
So when an AI comes along and does all that in seconds, yeah, it can feel like your years of effort just got deleted. But here's the reframe. AI didn't make your real skills irrelevant, it just changed the game. It stopped rewarding the surface-level grind and started demanding something much deeper. And we're seeing this play out in the job market right now. The demand for purely do-this-task roles is going down. But the demand for roles that combine strategic thinking with execution, it's going through the roof. The bar for entry hasn't vanished, it's just been raised.
And what this creates is a really clear dividing line. It's the one thing that's going to separate the creatives who struggle in this new world from the ones who are absolutely going to thrive. Just look at these two ways of thinking about your value. If your main selling point is, I can do this faster, well, AI is going to beat you every single time. But if your value is, I know what to do and why we should do it, then AI stops being your competition and becomes your most powerful assistant. So we have got to stop thinking about AI the way the scary headlines want us to. It is not some weapon aimed at the heart of creativity.
It's something else entirely. It's a filter. And this right here is probably the most important metaphor to wrap your head around.
So how does this filter work? Well, it's pretty simple. On one side, it sifts out the old ways, relying on the comfort of old tools or confusing technical skill with actual strategic talent. And at the exact same time, it amplifies the people who bring those irreplaceable human skills to the table. The clear thinkers, the great communicators, and the truly strategic creatives.
All of this points to one single conclusion. It is time to level up. It's time to choose a new path forward, one that embraces this shift instead of trying to fight it.
So let's go back and completely reframe that first question. We need to stop asking, will AI take my job? The much better, much more powerful question to ask yourself is this. If AI handles all the manual tools, what unique value do I still bring to the table?
The answer to that powerful question? It's right here. It's the durable, human-centric skills that will define success from now on. The ability to think clearly, to communicate persuasively, to truly understand people and clients, and to use every tool, including AI, with purpose and intention.
So in the end, it all comes down to a choice that every single creative professional is facing right now. The technology is here, the filter is active. So the only question left is, what are you going to choose? Will you panic, or is it time to level up?